Our friend, Commander Eldex. It seems he's finally ready to help us. He wants to meet, and has asked for you by name. He said he wouldn't deal with anyone else.
Of course.
I'm still skeptical, however. This wouldn't be the first time the Vaudois have tried to set a trap for us, so be careful. I've spoken to Admiral Tuvok, and he suggested that 7 of 9 could join you as a technical expert. I see no reason why she shouldn't, and if things go wrong, it will be good to have an ally you can trust. Eldex sent us coordinates for a location in the Molinia system. It's not Vaudois space, but there is a Hirogen relay in the area. Watch out for unwanted guests. Hello?
Okay.
Would you have...
There we go. Open, Captain. We're being held by both Voyager and Commander Adix ship.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok has requested I assist you for the duration of this mission.
Yeah.
Admiral Tuvok understands this may upset Eldex, so I shall be the only one who aids you. Voyager will maintain its distance.
Okay.
I am ready for...
Let's go over the point of this operation. Gaul has called all available supremacy leaders to Cartella. I do not know how many of my people are infected with those creatures we saw there, but I'm sure there is more than one. We need to expose them for the abominations they are.
And...
The supremacy is keeping a tight control on all subspace transmissions. We'll need control of the array to broadcast what we find on Cartella to not only my people, but the entire Quadrant. To control the array, we need to control one of the Hirogen ships. Make sure to leave the one I have marked reasonably intact.
No promises.
Intruding Vaudois ships. You have trespassed in Hirogen space.
Just over the array. Back off. You won't get hurt.
This is our space, and
Hi,
this
Andy.
is our array. No trades, no compromises, no mercy.
I was feeling better until I had to work today, and work was atrocious, and yeah. Everything started hurting again. Oh, shit. Yeah. Andy, you might like Pokemon Unite. It's shorter than the League. If you play Gengar, you just whoop-de-doop on everybody. Literally everybody. I whoop-de-doop so hard I killed an entire team. As I said in my message on Discord.
We need to board the Hirogen ship and take the communications console on the bridge. I can use that to take control of the array.
Actually, there's a lot of there's a lot of jumpy characters, actually. Okay, so...
I have extensive experience with these systems. I will beam down to aid in the operation.
The only problem
of
I
the
had
ship. Are you ready to proceed?
is when I was playing Gengar, and... So, when an enemy's close enough to you, it, like, auto locks onto them with an ability. But every time I was playing Gengar, half the time it would try to prioritize jungle cramps than the actual enemy. Which I don't know if it's a setting that I have to go into to change, or but you can not you can also like look around auto do it yourself, but I like auto just locking on. It's easier. Right now I've been playing nothing but Gengar and the one support grass type thing.
We need the communications console intact. Whatever else happens is of no concern to me.
We must first disconnect the console from the ship's data network.
Boop, boop, boop. Is this it?
We also need the isolinear storage assembly. It will be behind a locked door on the bridge.
Okay. This looks like a locked door. Conduit? Where's that? This thing? It is a shitty MOBA, but you know. Oops. I find it more fun than League. And shorter too.
Transporter standing by.
The matches only take 10
Transport
minutes.
complete.
We have the console. There is no way the Vaadwaur will allow a Starfleet vessel into our space, and Cartella defenses have been upgraded since your last trick with the holo projector. Take one of the ships in my fleet, and send yours away. You can contact it once we've completed our mission. I will beam over some of your crew to assist you when we get to our destination.
Sure. I'm trying to see if I can get Kyle too, but I'm like, after finding out it's a pay-to-win game, I'm like, I don't know if Kyle's gonna try it now. Actually, to be honest, if I had an extra $100 laying around, I would probably do what most streamers have been doing, which is dump $100 in, max out 3 items.
We'll scuttle the Hirogen ship so they won't know the console is missing. Then we can continue on to Cartella for the meeting. I have loaned some officers to attend to the duty stations on the frigate you now command.
Oh.
I'm picking up an incoming Benthan vessel on long-range sensors. Our ships are out of range, and we are in a Vaadwaur vessel. It is unlikely the Benthans will give us a chance to explain the situation. They are not altering course. Disabling their vessel may be the only option.
Right.
Attention, Vaadwaur vessels. You are in violation of several codes of conduct in this area of space, and your ships have been identified as perpetrators of crimes against the Benthan Guard and its protectorates. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Okay. Where is it?
They cannot escape this system.
There is no need to destroy that ship.
I wanted to destroy it. It has 0 health. Oh, no, that's
You may have a quarrel with the Benthans, Eldix. We do not.
I've jammed the Benthen ship's communications so they can't signal for help.
I will not let the
You know
plan
what
be
needs to be
ruined.
done. No one can know what happened here.
Unacceptable. The Benthens are performing their assigned duties and have no way of knowing who or what we are. Sensors are detecting damage to the ship's long-range communications array. It will be days before they can restore warp power or send out a signal. We can leave now, complete our mission, and then return later to assist the Benthens.
That's not a risk I'm willing to take. They're in range of the Hirogen array. They could tap it to send out a call for help, or disable our modifications. The Hirogen could return and discover what happened. And if another Vaadwaur fleet finds them, there will be questions none of us want to answer. The Benthens must be silenced.
We can put him in our brig or tow his ship away to buy ourselves more time. There is no need for more bloodshed.
If he lives, he can be a vital ally who gets the vote. Okay. See?
They did not need to die.
Ah, god damn you.
I trust you won't be so squeamish in the future. There's more riding on this plan than the lives of a handful
How are you
of
anyway?
so-called peacekeepers.
The Borg place very little value on the life of one individual. Captain Janeway and the crew of Voyager showed me that that belief was incorrect. Given all they have been through, I had hoped Commander Eldex would place more value on the lives of others. It appears that his concern only extends to other Vaadwaur. Watch him carefully. Eldex cannot be trusted.
So yeah, fun fact. Today apparently today we were having an inspection. Right? He went to the drive-thru first, right?
Gaul has increased security since your last visit.
And then
Let me do the talking.
then he came inside. He walked inside, looked around because we were busy as fuck. And there was like lines out the door, lines out to the road. He came inside, looked around, and left. Literally stepped inside the building, just looked around and left. And I'm like earlier, I'm like, I thought we were having an inspection. And then my manager's like, we were. He just like immediately left. I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound good.
Verification code 109947.
9947.
Verification accepted.
Oh,
Due to heightened security, all ships are required to reduce speed below full impulse for security scans.
One hurdle cleared. Continue to the manned security.
I wouldn't mind burning to the ground.
Disengage your engines and provide the proper security codes. My predecessor was more lax in her handling of security measures. She has paid the price for her errors in
Oh,
judgment.
that's not good.
What is your security code?
Verification code Alpha 4742. Commander Eldex and Squadron reporting. Do not make me late for the meeting.
Code accepted, Commander Eldex. Take your squadron to the marked position on the outer orbit ring.
Ignore the scans. Fly like you belong here.
Okay. Woo-wee! Oh. I can fly like I belong here.
Good thing you didn't try to use a hologram again, isn't it?
Woo, I belong here.
There's
Woo.
67 ships in
Woo.
the system. That is more than expected.
There is a lot of ships here.
Gaul's planning something big. This must be the start. More ships or just more reasons not to get caught?
We're putting a great deal of trust in you, Commander.
I am after one goal. the liberation of my people from these monsters. I will do anything to achieve that.
I go back to
including
the
betraying Gaul to save us all.
I go back to the surgeon on Wednesday for a follow-up.
It is time for someone with a stronger resolve to take up the cause that Gaul has abandoned. There are more ships in system than I had anticipated. But we can't stop now. Leaving would only make us look suspicious.
Last time he said it was it was like literally like it's a waste. It would be overkill to do surgery on it. And I was thinking about canceling this follow-up visit, but I've been having like sharp pains in that area. And then today at work, while I was like literally running around like a chicken his head cut off, I had like a strong like pain
I'm transmitting
down like
coordinates for a secure
in that area, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel good at all. Maybe I should go and take that like doctor's visit just in case.
Tricks on ships, but I'm not sure they realize how many uses there are for hollow emitters.
I'm tired. I want to see if I can finish up this story arc tonight. And maybe it's not too late. I'll pop on and do some Pokemon Unite on stream so you can see how it is. It's like if you feel fine, then just cancel the thing. But I'm like, I was thinking about canceling, and then I'm like, well, I'm like every so often I would have sharp pains, and then
Here, use these hollow projectors.
today I had like a
Security is so
intense
focused on
pain
keeping intruders out of our space
when I
that
went
they
to
won't be
bend
looking
over
for
to
trouble
open
on
up
the
the
ground.
one oven.
But try not to act suspicious. Our soldiers aren't as dumb as you seem to think they are. You'll need to place these emitters around the leaders, which when activated will emit a low-level delta radiation pulse that should disrupt their isoboramine neurotransmitters, forcing their parasites out for a short period. You'll also need to place recording devices, so everything that happens is transmitted to the Quadrant. I'll stay here with the transmitter and monitor your progress. This is bull.
Neat. So let's see. I upgraded to a Borg body armor and a Borg weapon. I still need to upgrade my personal shield. I have maxed out this thing. I don't have maxed out these yet. I need a new warp core, new shields. I need to replace these. Which I'm trying to do, but it's gonna take me a while because I need to join a new fleet. And new fleet, I need to be I have to be at a certain standing to be able to buy shit. So it's gonna take me quite a bit to get the ability to buy the things I need for my ship. Act like we belong here. I'm just doing some maintenance. Don't mind me, I'm maintaining. Don't mind me, I'm maintaining. Oh. Ah! Oh, you wanna hear something funny? You wanna hear something funny? So, me and my D&D group have been doing like games night and game boards and game nights. And last night, we ended by playing Mario Party, right? Right? Guess who had the most allies? Me. Guess who didn't get a bonus star because of it? Me. Like every single time I played with you guys would get an ally star for the bonus star. And the one time I had the most allies in the game, didn't give me it.
You'll need to set up a signal booster so we can transmit our signal.
I was so mad.
Security. There's a power console near to where the leadership is addressing the troops. Tie the repeater into the conduits there.
Where were you? What's this? Where am I going? Over here? Don't mind me, I'm maintenance.
Hey! What are you doing? No one is allowed back here.
If we're finished here, I suggest we return to the crowd.
Okay. I'm gonna say my hologram just kind of poofed off. Is it possible to get heartburn off of water?
Now hear the words of our great leader. Go!
Sir.
What do you want?
Someone found the guard. Quick, activate the device.
Really?
What? What's happening?
They're monsters! No, you did this! Traitor! Liar! What are you? Monster! Deceiver! Beast! Kill it!
Enough!
Really?
Why are you letting your eyes deceive you? This is a plot by our enemies. They're trying to divide us. I say no. We will stand strong, united. We are Vodwa, and we will conquer our enemies.
Joe's right! This is insane! I'll stand with you! No! Joe's a betrayer!
Oh god, a civil war.
I see some of you are still loyal to our cause. The rest, you are cowards and traitors unworthy to be called Vodwa. Kill them.
Yep, This didn't solve anything.
I think our time here is done. We should make our way to the extraction point.
Yeah, we started a civil war. It's time to get out of Dodge. Ow. Oh. You wanna fight? pick up Oliver. I'm gonna pick up Oliver. Okay, that's fine. Oliver can just lay down.
Get out! Get out now!
Oh boy.
I need to rally my people. The ones who aren't infected and who are willing to fight. The parasites will crush them if someone doesn't act. My allies are holding one of the space docks in the outer perimeter. Help me get there. I'll start coordinating the fight from there, and you... We need to confirm the transmission made it to the array. Incoming hostiles. Handle them.
Ow.
Transmission signal is...
Yeah, good luck working out.
I am in contact with Voyager, and it is waiting with your vessel outside this system. We need to depart immediately.
Yep, let's go.
That was an interesting broadcast. Half the Quadrant's talking about it, and the rest are trying to find a way to claim responsibility for it. It would have been better had you exposed Gaul as well, and taken down the Vaadwaur leadership in one act. But we'll take what we can get. The Vaadwaur are in chaos, and if they're fighting one another, they're not fighting us. That will give us some room to maneuver. Hello. Would you have time to look into something for me?
Taking care of
Our
enemies.
alliance is going to need more help if we want to succeed against the Vaadwaur. We'll need to make pacts with other species in the Quadrant, and not everyone is going to see this our way. That's where you come in. Go out there and show them the value of cooperation.
Neat.
The Teray have reported a high incidence of raiders and piracy here. Their vessels are under Voth protection.
Yeah, that too.
Any acts of aggression toward them will be dealt with.
I guess let's see what happens Wednesday, and then we'll figure out a day you can come over.
Good. Be advised that there are Teray fighters inbound for trade relations with the hierarchy. Our escort vessels will be matching your position soon. Interference with Teray commerce will not be tolerated.
Okay.
I see our escort has arrived. And you as well.
I will be taking those supplies on the path of our super. Okay, yep. Okay, why can't I move? I have a little ship friend now. Ow, son of a bitch. Don't do that. How many more missions are there? We're in double quadrant. Wow, there's a lot of arcs though. Oh, sorry. Hi. Spinny maneuver 5. Go, go, go. Right, this. Do.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That completes our run. We'll wait for our trade contact here.
Really, why do you need escorts?
Much obliged for the escort.
It's literally right over there, like. The thunder or someone crashing a car.
Little help here.
Why am I fighting? There we are. Now, if I remember correctly, I think these people betray them, I think.
Excellent. We've completed our transport. Afraid it's time for the next step. You should know, we've got a secondary contract here, and you're about to be a big part of it. Well, until our new business partners blow you to pieces.
Oh, damn it.
Raiding another group of raiders inbound to the trade facility. Ready to intercept.
Hey, friend.
Home Office warned us against dealing with the Hazari. I should have heeded that warning. Without their shipment, our profit margin here is almost non-existent. Time to step away while we can. We no longer require your services. Rest assured, you will be compensated for your efforts here.
Woo! Oh. Let me just... Thank you.
The time has come to end the Vaudois threat to the Delta Quadrant. Our allies are assembling at the Janolan Dyson Sphere to plan our assault on the...
We arrived. That's a cube. I still remember, like, I don't remember, like, actually getting you to play Left 4 Dead, though. I had to rewatch the videos. Yeah. I occasionally get, messages from Bowers. Ask me how I am, how Kyle is. But than that, like, I'm still on their Discord server, though. I just never, like, I don't know. Went back in. I post some stuff there. Sometimes. Hi, Tuvok.
We are not yet ready to begin. While I finish preparations, I suggest you speak to the liaisons of our allies.
Okay.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle. The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract to the letter, and we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaudois will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaudois try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
Cool.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Marcessa, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
Cool.
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
Okay, I don't like the last part right there. It sounds like we're your enemies too.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaudois. The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaudois threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
Neat. Okay, hey Tuvok, you ready yet? Back to everybody.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Understood.
Greetings. The Benthen Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaudois. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
Neat.
It's an honor to meet you again.
See, I don't like these people.
I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world.
By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
Yeah, I don't like these people. They're essentially walking corpses.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vadwar was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Oh gosh. Now you ready, Tuvok?
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Oh, I've been ready.
The bulk of the Vadwar fleet has pulled back to Vadwar Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vadwar, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Tuareg will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kabali will help the wounded.
Why would
The
they help
Admiral's
the
already
wounded?
given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages.
Yeah, I know.
The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities, and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail.
Okay. I think half of them hit that, like, side of the thing, go through the hole. Just hit the side. They'd be splattered. Like, space dust.
The fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vadwar lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
The Vadwar have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you?
Large frigates? Use the cooperative.
Interesting. That is not the choice I would have made, but I presume you have a strategy in mind. However, the relatively small number of cooperative ships may be overwhelmed by the number of frigates.
Eh. Hi, GMC. Top stream. I'll work on that soon. Don't worry. Now you should ask that to Kyle before he got rid of the top dog.
We're taking heavy losses. stop for much longer.
That's one down. Be focusing on me. Hey, fine. Everything's fine. Well, that ship might be fine. Oh, they're all fine.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Hold this
The
here.
Teray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
Cruiser picket line? I don't... Honestly, I don't know.
A sound tactical choice.
Cool.
The Hazari methods utilize one ship to reinforce the shields of another. Vaadwaur cruisers do not have the firepower to break through the reinforced shielding.
Nice. That means I fucked up another one. Whoops.
Hazari defenses are too strong. The Vaadwaur can't get through.
Play help. Let's hold.
The first wave of Vaadwaur defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
If they're dying, especially send it over to us so we can make more people.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Like those aliens are like literally walking corpses.
Constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you? The hierarchy should be adequate to the task. They should be able to surprise and disable the larger ships, crippling the firepower of their battle groups.
Neat. Get back here.
The hierarchy are performing as expected.
To begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
Neat.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold the position. To the last one where I fucked up.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you? A reasonable...
Something's not...
Fuck nuggets.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, they did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sesson has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Cool. Oh god. Where'd you come from? Looks like I went dead. That'll be your last mistake. Okay, the last dog is over there. Kelvin, go, go, go. Good? Everything done? Everything done. Cool. That wasn't that bad. I didn't even die. Broken through the ranks? Okay.
This area is secure. What are your orders?
The areas.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vodwar dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course.
Oh, nice.
I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Neelix.
That's weird.
I like the sound of that.
No, no.
I am impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, my tactical analysis indicates that our forces are inferior to the Vodwar.
Ah, we got this.
Not quite alone. The Hirogen have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Woo.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative.
The hierarchy also...
Oh god. It hurts. Everything hurts. They all focus me. Who are they? Hirogen? Oh, the Vodwar. No, the other Vodwar. Okay. Don't shoot them.
Sir, we have arrived to help secure the area.
Ooh, time to go down. God. Where are you going? Up there? Looks like up there. Boogity boogity on board. Boogity boogity, you got disintegrated. Is anyone following me? Cat is. Where's everyone else? Right, whatever. A one-man wrecking crew. Oh, gosh. Golly gee lookers. Oh, I check something. No, I to do it.
Welcome, my friends. You should have joined me when you had the chance.
Guess what's
Your
good in this
persistence
situation?
is a credit to your race. But it is time for this sad story to end. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
Cool. That wasn't hard at all. Oh, never mind.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaudouar pride.
Come on. My medic is also dead too. Respawn, I guess.
Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course. But that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
We will never surrender.
That's twice
Never
you've
give up.
refused my
Never
generosity.
surrender.
I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
And I only feel contempt for your disillusions. Oh god, why am I so itchy and sweaty and gross?
The Vaudouar controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger.
Oh.
Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance. Defeat Gaul!
Oh, but I used my orbital strike already. Let me just grab this stuff.
I thought you might like to know. I took the liberty of scanning Gaul. He does not have that.
He doesn't. Oh.
What? That's impossible.
That's a little disappointing, actually. It was just that hellbent. Damn. I feel sorry for him now.
The Vadwar Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history.
Oh.
We cannot be stopped. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gull. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
Oof. I didn't know we would disintegrate bodies this... Stand back up again.
The remaining Vadwar have surrendered. What is your current situation?
Gall's dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gall would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Yeah.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Sure.
War is just a pointless waste
War.
of life.
War never changes.
Usually for a political reason. It doesn't much matter in the long term anyway. I understand that sometimes we need to fight to defend those who cannot defend themselves. I respect that. But what Gall was doing here was madness. It's one thing for him to want to rebuild his people. It's something entirely different to destroy dozens of worlds to do so.
While this conflict was regrettable, it was ultimately for the greater good. Gall's hubris and ambition blinded him to the harm he was doing to the Delta Quadrant and his own people. Now the threat is ended. There will be time to heal the damage he has done.
Seven Blast. Contact the Hank and Neelix. Where is everybody? Oh. He was hiding behind a rock.
I'm not a man who normally dwells on revenge, but when Gall and his soldiers attacked my people, it was almost all I could think about. Dexa helped me to see that death doesn't heal wounds of the heart, but thank you. This quadrant is safer now that Gall and his soldiers are defeated, and I'm glad I was here to see it happen.
Why is Harry Kim up here? Why do you have to be different?
Honestly, I wasn't sure about coming back to the Delta Quadrant. I have a family and a life back home, and the idea of being 70,000 light years away again wasn't appealing. But seeing the good we've done for the Cabali, and now stopping the Vaadwaur, I think we were needed here. You were needed. Thank you. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Yep. And then some's lost.
I was responsible for the return of the Vaadwaur. Even though Admiral Janeway told me she might have done the same thing, it was ultimately my actions that allowed all this destruction to happen. I participated in the assimilation of many different species during my time with the Borg. Those acts weigh on me. The wanton slaughter caused by the Vaadwaur will do so as well.
You have known.
Nevertheless, I am pleased I could, in some way, make up for my actions. By assisting the Toray, working with the Cooperative, and fighting the Vaadwaur here today, we have helped end what began more than 30 years ago when I activated those stasis tubes and freed the Vaadwaur. Thank you.
You're welcome. Use a radiation. What door? Oh.
Intriguing. This device is not familiar to me, but it does not appear to be of Vaadwaur origin. I will bring it back to Voyager for further analysis.
Congratulations! Your leadership during the assault on Vaadwaur Prime and the subsequent defeat of Gaul was inspired. With Gaul's defeat and the destruction of his fleet, we've secured the Delta Quadrant against a terrible threat. And I hope this is the last we see of the neural parasites and infected Vaadwaur. Perhaps even more importantly, we've united many species of the Delta Quadrant against a common enemy. This bodes well for future diplomatic negotiations and operations in the Delta Quadrant. They've worked together once, and they can do it again. However, the discovery of this artifact concerns me. Admiral Tuvok is leading an analysis. I'll contact you once we have more information.
Cool.
Hello. Would you have time to look into... Admiral Tuvok and Captain Kim are leading the analysis of the artifact you found on Vaadwaur Prime. I knew you'd want to be there for the great reveal, so I've arranged for you and your crew to be part of the team. Rendezvous with Voyager to get started. Hello. Would you...
Right in the system, Voyager, send thing. Cool. There it is. Admiral Tuvok has arranged to greet you in the transfer room. Oh, hi, Tuvok.
Welcome back to Voyager. We were about to begin studying the device you recovered from Gaul's communication center. Since you have spearheaded much of our efforts here, I would like you to take the lead once again. Captain Kim and 7 of 9 are at your disposal. Talk with them if you need more help deciphering the device. When you finish your analysis, return to me for further orders. I will be here in the transporter room to see you off.
I'm more of a go-getter, not a, books type of person. But, let's take a swing at this.
Glad you're here. We transported the device to engineering here so we could run all the scans and tests we could think of. The first thing we need to do is determine how it's communicating. We can't find any normal transmissions from it, but we're hoping you have some new ideas to bring to the table.
Okay. You study the device for a while and realize it must transmit a signal of some sort. Detection modes seem to give any sort of feedback. You decide to investigate some of the more exotic transmitting forms. Okay. Subspace. But there are self-proclaimed masters of underspace, a form of subspace in another quadrant. You hypothesize that the device may be used to communicate directly to subspace. Your sensors pick up a faint resonance. Device does appear to be doesn't. Yeah, I did it. Woo! I am so smart.
The device communicates with subspace. We should have guessed that. Now comes the hard part. We need to access the device's memory core. The engineering team here on Voyager is good, and I've heard your team is top-notch. But it might take more time than we have for either team to make a full analysis. We should have both teams give you their opinions on the device. If we work together, hopefully we can make a breakthrough.
Okay.
You'll need to set switches on the device until we get solid readings. We'll be able to tell if switches are in the correct position, but not which switches.
Okay.
Good luck.
Cool. Okay, there are 3 switches on the device. Each one can be either on or off. You are required to get all 3 switches in the correct orientation before you access the memory banks. Oh god, my knee is killing me. So it's on. Oh, they're all off.
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation. Unfortunately, we can't...
Okay, so one is on.
The engineers tell me there is only one switch in the correct orientation.
That doesn't make any sense. Turn them all off. What's this?
The engineering teams tell me 2 of the switches are in the correct mode.
Alright, so let's just turn one on.
The engineers tell me there is only... Sir, I've consulted with both the engineers here on Voyager and your chief engineer. I am seeing green across the board. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have access to the primary memory core of the device. Unfortunately, we're only halfway there. Now we need to access the secondary memory core to get full access to the data we need.
Another game. Cool. Okay, so off, on. Let's turn them all off.
The engineering teams are reading big zeros across the board.
Big zeros.
None of the switches are in the correct orientation.
So let's...
The engineers tell me there is only...
So they're all on.
Looks like you did it again. All the switches are in the correct position, and we now have full access to the memory core of the device. 7 of 9 should be of assistance in accessing the memory banks of that device. She's in astrometrics, attempting to get a fix on the location of who, or what, is receiving these transmissions.
Neat. Let's go. Oh, I think... Yep. There we go. Are they not the same deck? Huh. On the same deck.
We have access to the data banks of the device. Very efficient work. From the data we have received so far, we will be able to pinpoint the exact transmission coordinates. However, it is possible that doing so may alert whomever is on the other end that we have reverse engineered their technology. There are 3 likely ways to get at the information. I suggest further analysis to determine the best course of action.
You have root access to the device now. All that is left to determine viva the device memory where Hopefully you can do it without learning the party's attempt by brute force, encryption, multi-vector. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Hi, how you doing? Taking the time to prove it was determined that if you work hard, you'll see a more likely trip. Okay. If you were to attempt to encrypt it, you have better average. So you're telling me encrypted, okay.
Fascinating. Excellent work. With this location, we may be able to finally reveal who gave the Vaadwaur their advanced technology, and why the neuroparasites appeared again in this time and place. Commander Jarok of the Romulan Republic has requested to join you on this operation. Her own analysis of the device has shown that the Romulans have had some contact with the creators of this device, a race known as the Ilachi. She will meet you in subspace at the given coordinates. Finally, Voyager's emergency medical hologram, the Doctor, will be assigned to your crew. His knowledge of the Delta Quadrant races may prove invaluable. He's not much of a combatant, but should prove useful.
Doctor?
Hello again.
Oh, goodness. Sir, recently okay. You alert? Oh, hi.
Greetings. This is Commander Jarok of the RRW Lisette. When we learned that the Ilachi were involved, I requested to shadow you on this mission.
Okay.
I know your experience with the Ilachi is limited. The Romulan Republic, however, has an extensive history with this race.
Just who are they actually?
The Tal Shiar used Ilachi to help invade Veronat, a colony made up of Romulan refugees seeking to make a new life for themselves. The two factions worked together to convince Romulan colonies to join the Tal Shiar. It was in spite of this that the Romulan Republic was forged. We fought off the Tal Shiar and eventually made a stand against the Ilachi at New Romulus. Many Romulans gave their lives in defense of our new homeworld. But that final defense seemed to quiet Ilachi attacks for quite some time, barring the occasional incursion from subspace. All right, we'll follow your lead here. We're seeing 3 patrol groups. Recommend we eliminate them before we board the station.
Oh, they disintegrated. Yeah, no way, please.
play well with others. Another Alachi ship is here to defend the outpost.
We arrived on the outpost station, and the doctor has our. Oh.
I was thinking we should split up and cover as much of the facility as we can, unless you have a better idea.
That's a Scooby-Doo plan.
This is obviously an Alachi facility. What I know about them comes from the Romulan Republic's databases, but I should be able to learn more as we examine this location. The air here is suitable for the Alachi, which means that you may find breathing difficult. I, of course, do not have that problem. These are Solanae tables. I've read the Enterprise D's papers about them.
That sounds right out.
These are definitely Solanae tables, which, if I'm correct, and I always am, is the same race you dealt with after using the Iconian Gateway on New Romulus. The Solanae kidnap victims through subspace for their brutal experiments. If they are somehow connected to the Alachi and the Vaadwaur, this is beginning to make more sense. If I had to guess, there must be a stasis room nearby. We should find it and rescue anyone in there who can still be saved. It looks as if they are converting their captives into more Alachi. If my readings are correct, there are several individuals here who have only just begun the conversion process. We can save them if we beam them back to your ship.
What the fuck am I? I'm not back next week. Ah.
A Kazon? Even the Borg won't assimilate a Kazon.
Heh.
Everything will be fine, Mr. Teray. We'll beam you directly to sickbay. This is no way for a proud Klingon warrior to go out. We'll patch him up immediately. Ah, a Hazari. Stay calm. We'll get you the medical attention you need. We're transporting you to a Romulan ship in orbit. You're going to be fine. Good. You found the breathing apparatus. That should take care of that nasty cough.
Cat gets 1. Oliver gets 1. Cat gets 1. B4 gets 1. Erase it. Talking.
Transport this Talaxian directly to sickbay. You'll be back on duty before you know it. One to beam up. The door is unlocked now. We should keep going.
Thanks, Doctor. No, nothing here is good. Whew. I went around in circles, didn't I? No, I don't want that.
This is odd. You sound like you're in a Solanae lab, but we're in some place that looks like a prison. In fact, I'd say that's exactly what it is. And they've just had a breakout. Whoever it was, they used our arrival as the distraction they needed to make their move. I'll keep looking for more information, but I hope the escapees are friendly.
A prison break? Maybe I should go back to the ship. Neural parasites. This must be where the Vaadwaur were implanted with those mind-controlling bugs. Neural parasites. Just as I suspected. Did you know that several Starfleet officers were infected by these in the mid-2360s? The Enterprise logs from that era are fascinating reading if you ever have a few dozen hours to spare. If Gaul and the infected Vaadwaur were communicating with this station, It stands to reason that this may be the facility where the bluegill implantation takes place. We should definitely investigate further. If we can find the implantation room, then I should be able to analyze their equipment and gather more information. I don't believe it. The empirical evidence is right in front of me, but I'm actually having difficulty processing this information. This tech, this whole facility, it's Iconian. There are variations on the norm, of course, because of the Solanae and Delachi influence, but I see distinct signs of their presence throughout the facility. The Iconians, as we know them, rarely reveal themselves. The only known interaction with an Iconian in modern history took place on Kronos, when... Wait, you were there! I don't need to explain that situation again. As I was saying, the Iconians don't like to act directly. They use servitor races, like the Alachi and the Solanae, to cause chaos in their name. And the neural parasites, they've bioengineered. Rather like the founders created the Jem'Hadar, but sophisticated enough to control another species, and with much less free will. The parasite, when Voyager revived the Vaadwaur, their technology was outdated compared to what other powers in the Delta Quadrant had at that time. Even the Kazon outdid them. But now, Vaadwaur technology is cutting edge. The only way they could have advanced so far, so fast, was by allying themselves with someone else. With the Iconians. The Vaadwaur got their tech upgrades from them, but they also got the neural parasites. The parasites gave the Vaadwaur power, but they gave the Iconians control. They were ultimately the ones pulling the strings. This entire war has been against an enemy we didn't even see.
Damn. What am I doing? I'm confused. The fuck bug?
This is more like a factory than a laboratory.
Huh. I was gonna say, you guys stick around? No.
Some of this technology is ancient, but it's quite advanced.
Hey, be in the bug room.
These parasites aren't a natural species at all. They look engineered.
Oh, great. Everything, quick readings, those lottery, same energy, signature, parasite, okay.
of the breakout, but I don't know if he was part of the Republic or loyal to the Tal Shiar. Keep an eye out. The prisoners are headed in your direction.
Neat. Time to kill some innocent people.
Maybe we should avoid any potential contact with the prisoner? I think I've seen enough combat for today.
Nope, you're in it now, buddy. Oh. That's incredibly ineffective. Oh, I know who she is. Yeah.
How fortuitous. I thought I'd have to find a way off this station alone. More Alachi. I don't think the Iconians want me to leave.
Boop.
Their tenacity is almost admirable.
Oh. Back here.
Looks like you could use a hand.
And now we have their leader's attention.
I'm getting kind of tired.
Seela! I should kill you where you stand. It will be justice for all the lives you've destroyed.
Down.
And if you do, you'll never learn about the Iconians. I've been here for months. I've seen enough to know you need my help.
Fine, you interrogate her. I might get a little carried away. But she returns with me to the Lisette when you're finished here. Seela is a prisoner of the Romulan Republic.
You and this Seela person seem to have some history. I'll leave you to speak to her.
Not so fast. You have the weapons, but I have the information. If you want to learn what I know, you'll need to keep those Romulan rebels under control. You've stumbled into something much greater than you're prepared to handle. I'm the best ally you have. I assume you already know where you are. Both the Alachi and the Solanae serve the Iconians. The Alachi are their warriors, and the Solanae are their scientists. They're the ones who created those creatures implanted into the Vaadwaur. Hakiv joined the Iconians out of faith. He thought the Iconians would create an empire he could rule. That did not go as planned. This time the Iconians wanted to control their puppets. When the Vaadwaur asked for strength to defeat their enemies, the Iconians gave them the parasites. The Vaadwaur had strength, but also strings. Strings that have now been cut. I'm sure you had something to do with that.
Kinda.
All three of you working together? The world has changed in my absence.
Yeah.
Were the Vaudouar that much of a threat to the Alpha Quadrant?
We're in the Delta right now.
That explains some things. I'd love an escort back to the world at large, but I have a feeling you have some questions first.
Sure.
I'll answer what I can.
What's
You
your
can
relationship
believe
with
what you
the
want.
Iconians?
How important is that, really? I worked with the Iconians because, at the time, I thought it was the best thing for my people. After we lost the homeworld, we were scattered, starving. A shadow of what we once were. What were we supposed to do? Beg the Federation? Or the Klingons for scraps? Pathetic. The so-called Romulan Republic has made their way, but they did it at the cost of Romulan dignity. We are not refugees. We are Romulan. We needed a strong leader to bind us together again, and I knew I could be that leader. The Iconians were a means to an end. They gave us strength at a time when we were at our weakest. Had I known what Hakiv, what he and the Iconians did to our world, perhaps I would not have made the same decision. Dwelling on the past is meaningless. I'll answer what I can. You can believe what you want. I honestly don't know. Why would they share their plans with a prisoner? That may make me less valuable in your eyes, but don't be fooled. I know more about the Iconians' operations than they realize. Did you know that the Iconians don't have a concept of spaces being separated? Of course, it's obvious when you watch how they use gateways. To the Iconians, every place in the galaxy, maybe even the universe, is just a step away. Think about that for a moment. Then think about why you never see them. Where are they hiding? I know, because I've been there.
How to help us?
You aren't going to defeat the Iconians by flying around in space looking for them. They learned their lessons about staying in one place a long time ago. This hunt isn't about following a long road. It's about taking one step in exactly the right place.
Okay. Each point. I think we're done here.
Will I be taken into your custody? Or will I be left to Tiaru's tender mercies?
Probably her, but you don't know. We have agreed that, yeah.
Very well. It's not like I have a choice in the matter, do I?
Her. I'm falling
We
asleep.
have Empress Sela in our brig. When she was taken by the Iconians last year, many of my people thought she would get away with her heinous crimes against the galaxy. With her in my brig, I am happy to know that is no longer a possibility. Of course, I understand that the Romulan Republic's claim on her is not unique. Her crimes are against all of the Alpha Quadrant. To that end, I will ensure that she be made available to all the Alliance leaders for interrogation and debriefing.
Well, that wasn't exactly what I'd call a walk in the park. At least we know exactly how the Iconians were controlling the Vaudouar. And you've certainly put a crimp in their plans. On the upside, as a photonic life form, I'm immune to any attempts at subversion by neural parasites. I'll see to the care of the captives we rescued. In the meantime, it sounds like you and the Romulan Republic Command have a lot to talk about. Sela certainly has a story to tell. But should we believe all of it? I'll put a bug in Admiral Janeway's ear about the situation. That was a joke, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to be busy. Don't overdo... Oh, who am I kidding? Command officers never take their doctor's advice.
No.
Just remember that you're not in this alone. Good luck. I suspect...
Sela and the Iconians? That I did not expect. It's a lot to take in. And while I'm sure the former Empress has some interesting stories to tell, I know the
Hi,
Romulan
Andy.
Republic will want her to answer for her crimes against her people. There will be some tricky back-channel negotiations before this all shakes out. I'll keep you posted as much as I can. Hello. Would you have time to look?
We have a situation on Kabali Prime. You and I were both asked by name to help. All that I've been told is that the Vaadwaur have launched a large offensive and have retaken the area in front of their temple, the place where they keep unconscious Vaadwaur stored. They need our help to retake the area, though I have a feeling something else is going on. Can you help with the situation?
Sure. "34 years ago.
The breach is widening. I've got to close this now. Almost there. I just need a minute to...
Harry! Harry! Grab my hand!
Can't reach. I'm slipping.
Yahoo! That did Harry Kim. Oh hell.
The Vaadwaur are making a new push into the system, and we could use your help. The Rhode Island is assisting the new Kabali flagship Samsar, but you know the Vaadwaur. They're relentless. Brace yourselves.
Ah.
Thank you for arriving so quickly. I'm still not sure what happened. All I know is that we lost contact with the temple, and several hours later a large Vaadwaur fleet attacked. However, I'm still not sure if the Vaadwaur have entered the temple. If they have, they may already be reactivating their soldiers in stasis. We're safe here, for now, but the battle on the ground continues. No one can enter the temple, and the Vaadwaur are seizing control of the surrounding area.
Sounds like a plan. I've located a safe area in the trenches for transport. My team and I will go down first and secure the area. See you there. Voyager is currently on a high-priority operation in Vaadwaur-controlled space. Any comm chatter could give away their position. Whatever they're doing, Tuvok says it's important. But that's all
My officers and I will join you. The Samsar will return to the dock with a small repair team, but I'm sending the majority of my crew to the city. We cannot allow the Vaadwaur to take control of it as well. Our flagship will be of no use to us if the planet is lost.
Okay, let's see. Cat. Oh, yep. So yeah, I've been eating these. If you're interested.
The Kabali forces are spread thin, and the Vaadwaur are making a push toward the temple. If I may, I have a suggestion for our plan of attack.
Okay.
Hanshin Jatanian and his team will attack the outer area of the trenches, making their way to the temple. My away team will move to the opposite end of the trenches and support the remaining Kabali soldiers there. While they're holding the flanks, your team and I will push through the center and strike the Vaadwaur in the temple courtyard. Your thoughts?
None. My team is eager to prove themselves. You and your allies have set quite an example for us to live up to. We'll support the forces at the other end of the trenches and then make our way to the temple. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet up with you before the final assault.
We have to help those Kabali. Let's get these Kabali patched up before more Vaadwaur get here. Here they come. Take out that drop pod. Clear here. Let's keep moving.
Which way am I going? Through here, I guess.
There's an injured Mako up ahead. See what you can do for him.
Where's the Mako? Where is he? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, here.
Thank you for your assistance. I'm Commander Lewis Cooper. I'm sorry I can't stay and help, but my search and recovery mission has already gone off track, and I need to rendezvous with the rest of my squad. Perhaps our paths will cross again someday. Good luck here.
Looks like he's safe, but we've got more Vaadwaur incoming. Take out that Vaadwaur drop pod, and then keep moving. We're almost there.
Here.
Our scouts report that the temple is heavily defended. We still have some Vaadwaur attacking our flanks, but my soldiers insist they can keep them occupied long enough for us to retake the temple. Are you ready for the final push?
Ready as ever be.
There are other areas of the trenches in need of aid. My team and I could go help them while Captain Kim and his team stay with you. Or, if you think you can assault the temple alone, Captain Kim will rendezvous with his officers as well. However, I highly recommend you bring all of us in for your attack on the temple.
Because I'm a
Are
little
you sure
bitch.
you want all of...
Oh, God. Everyone fell off the bridge. Fuck. Okay, please let me back up. There we go. Yoink. Yoink. Yoink.
The temple was secure, and the doors are still locked, which means the Vaadwaur didn't break in either. Let's see. Okay. I've seen this sort of algorithm before. I'll have the door open in no time. After that, we can figure out what happened to the temple security system. It shouldn't have done this.
If the door's already shut, why are we opening it?
I don't deny that we'll need support. My team is one of the few still intact. Captain Kim's away team should meet up with us soon, but we don't know what kind of numbers we'll be up against. However, the temple itself should be free of Vaadwaur. If I may suggest, perhaps only you and Captain Kim should enter, and your officers can stay here and help us hold the area.
Sure. Let's enter.
At least all the Vaadwaur here are in stasis pods. Let's take a look around.
Sounds
I
good.
want to know. That's not right. According to these readings, the occupant of this pod was me? But the name on it is Ket. Must be a computer glitch. Could be a symptom of a bigger problem, but whoever was in this pod is gone now. Looks like it was open before the problem started. Hold on. I'll access the temple security footage. Maybe that can show us something.
Hey, Mr. Hackman.
That's
me.
That's me. But from over 30 years ago. What in the world?
Stay back! Are you with the Vidians? What do you want from me?
Ketan, you have to calm down. My name is Jetlaya. I'm here to help you.
That's not my name! Where am I? Where is Voyager? I need to contact my ship.
Wait! Come back!
Jetlaya. And me? Hold on. There's more security footage. This is the last thing that was recorded.
Voyager, this is Ensign Harry Kim. If you get this message, I'm in an unknown alien prison. I've escaped my captors and I'm looking for a way out. I'll send another message with my coordinates as soon as I can. Come find me.
Where are you?
That was me. From over 30 years ago, in my old Voyager uniform. And they're turning him, into a Kabali.
Yeah.
They knew.
Not
this whole time I've been here, they knew. And Lindsay, Jetlaya, she knew. I know I've had a difficult time accepting the Kabali, but they keep too many secrets. They should have told me. Told us about this.
Yeah, the reason why I don't like the Kabali. I don't know. It's weird using other people's corpses and genetically mutate them into their own species. That's fucked up.
I'll be okay. A little shaken up, but Captain Janeway once told me, we're Starfleet officers. Weird is what we do. And this certainly applies.
Weird is what we do.
From what we saw on the security footage, it looks like the other me has taken control of the entire base. That's not too surprising. Not only does he have all the knowledge of a Starfleet officer, the rebirth process transformed his brain. The Kabali's 6-lobed brains give them natural abilities in mathematics, physics, wave phenomena, everything he'd need to know to do this. He's still wearing his comm badge, though. I can tap into it. You should try talking to him first. Try to calm him down and convince him to surrender. Not yet. He's already scared and confused. Seeing me before he gets his bearings, it will just make things worse.
Starfleet! Wait, I don't recognize you. You're not from Voyager. And your uniform? This is a trick. I don't know who you really are,
uniform.
but stay away from me. I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to get back to my ship. You can tell whoever you're working for that Captain Janeway's coming back for me. She won't leave anyone behind.
I'm wearing the same uniform as him.
He's severed the comm link, but I've got a lock on his coordinates. He's deep in the base, down in the old Vaadwaur tunnels that even the Kabali don't enter very often. And he's locked down all the main corridors that lead to his location. There's a way, though. There's emergency climbing equipment here. The Kabali put it in a few months ago in case they lost power during the Vaadwaur attacks. We could use it to cross the chasm and get closer to where he is. I'll be right behind you. But it's time to see if I can talk some sense into the other mate. He wants to contact Voyager, but if he does, he'll reveal their position. Unless we stop him, Harry either ruins Voyager's mission and possibly gets them killed or captured, or he finds a ship, sets a course for their coordinates, and gets blasted by the Vaadwaur.
Understandable. Whee!
I know you're confused, but you have to trust us.
What is this? Another me? You expect me to trust a shapeshifter?
Oh, the glitchiness is back.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
The circuits are completely fried. Let's find another door. He's trying to override it again. Give me a second.
Bravo!
Let's keep going.
How's it going? Stasis trajectory, in the event of cancer attack, the population shall be assigned to Shadoctr. Streaming in a bit? Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure this is my last mission and I'm probably gonna get off. But how's life been? Oh, I... Where am I going? Oh! Eh. I got a PS5 and I'm like gaming again. I also beat a game I started 7 months ago. Oh, what game was that? Oh, that's electricity.
Huh. It looks like he's modified the empty stasis pods to send out bursts of electricity. Tricky. I might be able to slow it down from here, but we can't stop what he's done without access to the main console, which is on the other side of the room. I'll stay here and do what I can to delay the bursts, but you'll have to get past them to shut them down. Now, let's see. Got it. You'll need to move through when they're in the...
Who are you? Why do you keep trying to stop me getting back to my ship?
Oh, damn it.
I'm you. Harry, this isn't going to be easy to explain.
Damn it!
Liar! You can't be me!
I'm so confused.
I'm your quantum duplicate.
Nope. Didn't want to roll.
Remember the power failures? The proton bursts? There were 2 Voyagers.
Stop rolling!
2 Voyagers? Yeah, right. How would that happen?
There we go. Oh. Immortals.
It was the spatial signal.
Rising.
Think, Harry.
Let's beat it today.
You know it's theoretically possible. Maybe, but that doesn't explain why I'm here, or why you don't want me to get back to Voyager.
What a long ass game, and they said it wasn't real.
It's been 32 years.
For a working person.
You died.
Huh.
I don't feel dead.
I don't feel dead.
The Kabali brought you back. But to do so, they had to change your DNA. Make you Kabali. Liar! You can't just change someone like that. It's not possible! I didn't think it was possible either. But it is. So I died and got better,
That's cool.
and you... What?
I
Took
just...
over my life?
Oh yeah, I did.
In a manner of speaking.
I kind of want it, but...
It was my life
eh.
too.
You pre-ordered one? I don't have any extra money.
Good work. We should keep moving.
Harry!
Jetlaya, are you okay? How did... General Cunell said there wouldn't be any more secrets.
I'm okay. Harry, I didn't know they'd send you.
How long did you know?
Harry, I don't think this is the time.
How long did you know?
I didn't know when I was on Voyager, if that's what you're asking. We need to stop Ketan. He locked the rest of my team away. They're safe, but trapped. We're the only ones who can help him.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago I hurt my back, then I got a hernia, and everything went downhill for 2 weeks.
We need to move fast. Ketan's not in his right mind. The rebirth process can be difficult under the best conditions, and I don't know. Maybe humans resist the process more than other species. It took me a long time to accept what I was.
Walking corpse? That's what
Yes.
they are, actually.
He doesn't know what happened. I tried to tell him, but he still thinks it's 32 years ago. Voyager is lost in the Delta Quadrant, and we're in league with the Vidians. He's desperate to get home. When Ketan started tampering with the security devices, he tripped an alert that was sent to the Vaadwaur. They think their soldiers are waking up, which is why they're so desperate to get inside. He's putting us all at risk. We need to help him.
Yeah, I have an appointment for a follow-up visit to a surgeon to see if we need surgery, but last time I was there, he said surgery was overkill, so we'll see what happens now.
Action item 238. Resurrect your best friend and give him a second chance for a long life. It's not working out so well, is it? I'm not familiar with everything in this area. We rarely go down this deep. There are still Vaadwaur traps here that make exploration dangerous. However, as far as we understand, this facility was intended as a final shelter for the Vaadwaur. It would make sense that they would have had a way to contact the outside world.
But if Ketan finds a communication device and uses it to contact Voyager, the Vaadwaur will hear his message too.
Ketan is a danger to himself and to Voyager. If he succeeds in this gambit and contacts Voyager, he'll draw every Vaadwaur in the sector to their coordinates. I can't allow that. We have to stop him. He's putting Tuvok and his crew in danger.
Okay, let's go and stop him. As the glitch still carries
Just
on.
let me get back to Voyager!
Okay, it's foggy in here.
It looks like this used to be a server room of sorts. But it's not like one I've seen before. All this is computer storage. And it's massive. 900-year-old Vaadwaur technology. It's a lot different from anything we have back home. And he's using this to completely block us out. Terrific. There doesn't seem to be a way around this. I'm sure Jedliah and I can figure out something, given enough time. But if I was on the other side of this, and I am, I'd be trying to stop anyone from moving these. There has to be some sort of reset command. But with our luck, it's on the far side of the maze. Jedliah and I will keep Ketan from blocking you in. But you'll need to get through this and reset the servers so they return to their start position.
Great.
Think I can make you a door? Wait here. You're good to go. I'll monitor the area from here.
Alright, follow right side rules. On the right side of everything.
I'm sorry this is how we had to meet again, Harry.
That makes two of us. You should have told me.
And if we had, what would you have done?
I don't know. But I had the right to know you had a copy of me in cold storage.
Does he?
Are you saying he doesn't have the right to rebirth?
Yes.
I don't know. This is all a lot to take in at once.
Achoo! Bless me. Achoo! Sorry. He just wants to know.
Imagine how Ketan feels.
I have a good idea. Confused, angry, isolated.
Ketan died trying to save Voyager, and it happened so quickly, he doesn't even realize what happened.
He understood the risks, and he accepted them.
I must be making progress because they're still talking. Anytime they're talking, it's probably progress.
Think about the man you were then.
I'm confused. I don't know.
Joining Starfleet comes with certain duties. I understood that then, and I do now.
I seem to remember a kid who was as scared as I was. All we wanted was to get home.
Yeah, I was scared back then. I missed my family, but I did what I had to do to get back to them.
You got back home, Harry. You did what you had to do. Ketan didn't get that chance.
Oh, cool.
And I'm sorry for him. But is this...
First side rule. Robo, if you're still here, where are you streaming?
It's not working.
What are you gonna be streaming?
Maybe I can buy some time. We have him. Ket, cornered. Without those platforms, though, we have no way to reach him. It's insane. He's manipulating these old defense systems like he's in a Captain Proton Hollow.
We have command codes that allow us to interface with the older Vaadwaur technology. We've never seen the need to replace systems that still work. But it looks like Ketten has made some modifications. I'll need to override his changes. The best I can do right now is to expose the central power cores behind each platform.
Yes, it does. Ketten will be monitoring for any changes in the platform's functionality. But I can modify the central power cores to react to energy weapons. If you shoot the cores, you'll be able to power up the platforms and force them open. But you'll only have a short window before he resets them. If we want to do this, Jetlaya and I will stay here to keep trying to seize control of the network back from Ketten. And there's still that matter of the field protecting him. When the Kabali first found this room, the old Vaadwaur EPS systems were too degraded to handle all the power. They installed regulators throughout the area as a stopgap measure until they could replace the conduits. Basically, it meant that even if one conduit failed, the network would stay active. Those regulators are still in place, and we can use them to get to Ketten. Jetlaya has command codes we can use to overload the regulators. The chain overload will generate a wave of power that will build until it overloads the generators Ketten is using to maintain the field protecting him. Get these codes into 4 of the consoles and it will short out the field. Once he's distracted, Jetlaya and I can reset the platforms to their normal state.
Did you follow any of that? Because I didn't.
One last thing.
Normal.
Are you certain you want us to focus our efforts on keeping the platforms operational?
Yes.
Give us a few more seconds. The cores are exposed. It's your move now.
What am I supposed to do? Oh. Okay.
What are you doing? Are those command codes? Oh, interesting.
He's trying to access data on the new flagship. I'll keep an eye on him.
That's it. Keep giving me the codes.
Whatever you're thinking of trying, don't. We're almost there.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You keep saying that, but I'm still here.
Yawn.
Stand down before this gets any worse.
Worse? How can it get worse?
You're too late. I'm getting back to Voyager, no matter what. This is bad. Ketten used Jetlaya's command codes to access the Kabali flagship in orbit and transport himself to the bridge. Not only that, but he has Voyager's coordinates. If he goes there, the Vaadwaur will see it as an act of war. We'll lose Ketten, the Kabali flagship, and probably Voyager too. Exactly. We have to stop that ship.
I'm coming too. I helped find Ketten's body. I've watched over him during the rebirth process. It's my responsibility to help him now. Please, you must let me do this.
This fucking grapple gun's still there.
I told you to stay away! Why won't you listen? I'm going to find Voyager, and I won't let you stop me. I can arm this ship. Don't make me do it. You're not giving me a choice. Computer, arm all weapons and fire! What the? He's gone to war.
For fuck's sakes.
What was that? Like a disruption beam. He scrambled all of our systems for a second or two and then went to warp. This is not good. He set a course for Voyager. His warp drive's damaged, though. He's only going warp 6, and I don't think he can push the engines any harder. Not without an engineering team. I know we can catch him. Then we just have to convince him to stop.
Give me one good reason why I can't contact Voyager. They're not on any secret mission in enemy territory. I found them. They're in something called Krenim space. I don't even know who the Krenim are. Voyager is trying to get home. Just like me.
About that.
Quit trying to confuse me. I know what year it is. I know who my captain is.
Ketten's not responding to hails. But I think if I use the deflector dish to emit a pulse-tachyon beam, I can disrupt his engines and force him out of warp. But he's going to be expecting something like that, which is why I'll distract him with a bit of a light show while you send the real thing from your ship.
Whoa.
He's out of warp and arming weapons. Get ready. I'm sending you the transporter coordinates for the Samsar's bridge.
Prey, you are in Hirogen space.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
That is an interesting ship. Ah, a new Kabali battleship. We have heard rumors about the corpse collectors and their new toys. But this is Hirogen space. Leave now and leave the ship as a trophy. We will see how well it performs in a hunt. The Alliance is the only reason we did not open fire the moment we detected you. You should have left when I was feeling generous.
Red alert. With the doughy.
Of course we are, Ken. What the hell?
The ship is disabled. Sensors are showing the repair teams are trapped in several rooms on board, but they are otherwise unharmed. Ketten's on the bridge alone. If I could talk to him, maybe I could convince him to come back home. There's no one who understands all he's going through like I do. Ketten's already been reborn. He is Kobali. If he doesn't come with us, he'll be alone. Whatever memories he has of his old life will continue to fracture and fade. Who's going to take him then? Would you? Does he belong back on Earth? A world he won't even remember? We're his family. We'll accept him no matter what. And that will be his decision to make. My father found me when I was lost trying to fit into a life on Voyager that wasn't mine anymore. He helped me understand what it is to be Kabali.
A walking corpse.
I'm going to try to do that for Ketan. He thinks we're monsters, but
You
we're
are.
not. We love him so much. We wanted him to be a part of our lives.
Literally walking corpses.
I'm going to. I have to see Kenton face to face. It's time to talk this out.
Literally walking corpses. They're bad as Ferengis. I should make a top 5, top 10 Star Trek races I hate.
Maybe you should talk to him first. Try to calm him down. He's not in the mood to listen to Harry or me.
Hey, bud. I know you're afraid, scared.
Why are you trying so hard to keep me from getting home? I need to... I don't even understand what's going on anymore. Why do I look like this? Like them?
They're called the Kabali. They're walking corpses. You died.
I saw the stardate. What happened? How do I get back to Voyager? To my time? How do I get back to my life?
You don't.
I died?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Why can't I remember? You're taking my memories from me. I won't forget. I can't forget Voyager. I cannot forget my friends. Ketan, you have to stop this. If you contact Voyager, I'm done listening to you. I just want to go home. I want my life back. The life you stole from me.
You're dead.
I wanted to be Ensign Lindsay Ballard. I loved my life, my friends, you. And then I died. And that life was gone. I tried to get it back, but I would have been living a lie.
So I should just give up who I am?
No, I'm saying that life ended. But now you have a chance to live a new one. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. Action item 478. Help my best friend own the day. Every day.
Even with everything I've done?
Forgiven. We don't hold grudges against family.
I can't tell you what to do, Ken. But the Kabali will be there for you. And I'll do whatever I can to help. Would you tell me what happened? Voyager, and how you got home. About Mom and Dad and Libby. I think I want to know. Of course I can.
Oh.
Thank you for your help. Ketan's going to have a new life with us. A long and happy one where he can be whoever he wants to be. My people have been outsiders for so long. The other species don't understand us or what we have to do to survive. We want to reach out to them. Be a part of the Quadrant again.
We're walking corpses.
If Ketan decides he wants to leave Kabali Prime at some point, that's his choice. He can even rejoin Starfleet. But we will always be his family.
I'm happy for Ketan. He gets a second chance at life. A different one than what he had planned, but that's the way life is. When I graduated from the academy, I never thought I'd spend 7 years lost in the Delta Quadrant. Didn't think it would take me as long as it did to get my own command. Didn't think Lindsay and I would never. That's all in the past now. And it's made me the man I am today. Just like Ketten will be the man he's supposed to be. I'm not letting the Kabali completely off the hook, though. Cunell told me there wouldn't be any more secrets, and then they kept this from me. If the Kabali want to be a part of the Delta Quadrant community, they need to be more forthcoming about who they're adding to their families. These men and women aren't getting a choice. Maybe rebirth is a gift, but it's a gift people should have the right to reject.
Walking corpses. I don't think I would want.
Ketten has been sent back to Kabali Prime to finish the process of rebirth. In the meantime, the Kabali have agreed to make their list of currently held bodies public knowledge. Anyone who wishes for their dead not to be turned into Kabali will have the body returned to them.
Okay.
Thank you for all your help with this.
Except the right direction.
This was very personal for me to deal with, and I'm glad I had someone like you at my side to help me through it.